Welcome to the video. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, New Zealand has implemented a full lockdown to combat the coronavirus situation, which I think is a great thing. So I thought, hey, this is a pretty good chance to do a daily 5-kilometer running challenge. So that's what I'll be doing, 5K run every single day. I used to do a little bit of mid-distance running in high school, but since I stopped high school, I pretty much completely stopped it because I personally enjoy the competition aspect of it more so than the actual running. So I've just hopped on this website called mapmyrun.com and I've mapped out a 5K run. Alright, so you can see over there it says 5K. It's pretty accurate, I think, so that's the course that I'm going to be using. I'm going to run that course every single day. I'll do my first one shortly and I'll do that every day and see what happens to my body, see what happens to my fitness over this 4-week period that we are in lockdown. Just got done with my first run. By the way, I did wash my hands before I just touched my eyes. I got sweat dripping into them, which is why I'm squinting so bad. Yeah, that's the first run done. Time was, I got 23:06. I know that this says 2.79k, but I don't believe that because I ran the course that I plotted out. My right knee had a little bit of soreness at some point, and my left foot, the bottom of it, so the plantar fascia, it flared up a little bit all the way throughout the run. So that's not ideal, but I think a bit of massage and a bit of stretching and it should be fine. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see how quick I can get my 5K over the next 4 weeks. Alright, so day 3 of my daily 5-kilometer running challenge. What happened yesterday was I ran with my wife, Jo, so this was nice and easy one just to ease her back into it, into running. And today I went by myself and I pushed myself a little more than my first run and I was pretty happy with the time. So let's just check again what it is. See it, 20 minutes and 52 seconds. So again, ignore that distance on the foot because I think that just has a estimated stride length and it just multiplies it by the number of steps. So it's 5K in 20 minutes and 52 seconds. Pretty happy with that given my end goal of this lockdown running challenge is to get it under 20 minutes. So if I get under 20 minutes, it means I'm a sub 4 minute per K, which I'll be pretty happy with. So I've got to shave off 52 more seconds off my time. I don't know how many days it's been actually, but I've been running 5Ks every day and it's been feeling better and better. So today I'm gonna go for a 9 or a 10 out of 10 effort and see what kind of time I can get. Oh my, that was a 10 out of 10 effort. I'm pretty sure I got under 20, but with my Fitbit or the Mi Band, when you pause it you can't actually see. So we can look at it together right now.
So you can work it out?
You can just see it once I unpause it. But right now it's just got a pause screen.
Oh, but you didn't look at it.
I glimpsed it.
Right.
Okay. 3, and Jo can be my witness. 3, 2, stop it. Should pop up right after. 1936, baby.
Oh. Good effort.
So I shaved off another minute and 16. No, and 26 seconds. No,
You're sprinting it.
16. Oh man. Almost. Like every moment I was thinking, am I going the fastest I can right now without burning out? No, just so every step was like purposeful.
I feel like after you go on your runs, your hair is more puffy after.
Yeah, because I've just been doing this. 1936. I've hit my lockdown goal within the first week of running every day. So that feels pretty good. Sub 4 minute kilometer is not too shabby. So I guess I'll keep this going and see how how much I can push it.
So that was day 6 of my daily running challenge, and I kept up the daily 5-kilometer run for 9 more days after. And then I stopped it for a couple of reasons, which I'll quickly talk about. I mixed it up between kind of cruisy effort days, so maybe 6 out of 10 effort days, and kind of really relaxing run days where I would run with my wife and my dog. And those are really nice, just to get out and just to get the running technique and all that good. And that's not to say that my wife is slow. She's actually really fit. Just that is the whole difference between males and females kind of thing. But you know, she gets, her best time I think was 28 minutes something, so that's like a really solid time for a 5k as well. I never really did another max effort run because it drains me quite a bit compared to just obviously cruising for like a training run. I had my other physical training to do, so I never felt the need to do a testing run. And also because I'd kind of hit my goal of getting under 20 minutes already. That's why I never went for another max effort run. Why I decided to stop after 15 days was because I realized that really like the 5k running challenge didn't really align with the rest of the other physical goals that I've got going for me at the moment, namely trying to jump higher. So jumping higher was already derailed a little bit as far as the training because of the lockdown, and if I put my efforts into just kind of mid-distance running instead of my explosive training, I think it was taking away energy that I could be placing elsewhere, which would be more in line with my main goal at the moment. Also, my knees, they were feeling fine, but at the same time, like my calves and my knees were feeling the wear and tear a little bit. Maybe because I hadn't done kind of mid-distance running for a while and I just went right into it on a daily routine. So that also affected my ability to obviously jump as hard as I could and land as hard as I could. So that's why I decided to pull the plug and call it at 15 days. I was pretty happy with my progress, and I think I still improved a lot as a runner over the 2-week period. And I've decided to change my routine to hill sprints alternating with jumping days. So I'll probably make some sort of video to do with that later on. But so now I've taken away my daily run and I've put in daily either hill sprints or maximal jumping. As far as tricks, cues and techniques, I have 3 to share as far as your mental game and your mindset goes, and 3 to share as far as the physical technique goes. Now keep in mind, I'm not a professional runner, I'm not a qualified trainer. These are just off my years of experience from exercising and from my time competing in track during high school. So, mindset trick number 1, and this is the most important, especially if you're a beginner runner, is no matter what distance you commit to, never ever stop your running motion. So it's quite a natural thing for people to, they run fast and they're all hyped, and then once they get tired they're like, okay, I better stop to rest, or I'm gonna walk to rest and catch my breath and then go again. So you never ever want to do that, because what that does is it takes you out of your rhythm. And running mid to long distance is all about rhythm. You want to get your body in a good rhythm, get your breathing in a good rhythm, and then your goal is to get that speed of when you're in rhythm faster and faster. So you never ever want to stop. Even if you have to keep your running motion and it gets so slow that it's slower than a walk, keep the running motion, okay? Because then you keep your rhythm and then you can actually improve your running technique and the breathing and all the rest of it. Okay, if you start and stop, it's going to be really hard to improve. So that's number 1. Number 2, and this one, I'm not sure if I read it somewhere or if I made it up myself when I was training in high school, but it's been really good for me, and I feel like it's helped me overcome a lot, and it's given me kind of a mindset advantage over others, is whenever you run, you'll come a point where you feel like you hit a wall. So that's when like suddenly some muscles tighten up or your breathing gets really labored and it's just like killing you. Like, oh my, yeah, you get pain somewhere and it's just, you feel like you can't keep going, and that's called hitting the wall. And every runner will experience this at some point, or when you go out for a run. The mantra I told myself was, when I hit the wall, that means I've just hit the halfway point of my tank. So when I hit the wall, it means that, okay, this is just an indicator that I've still got like a lot more energy. And that's what I convinced myself, and I'm not sure how true this is, but without fail, every time I hit the wall, when I push through that wall, I stay in my rhythm, and then I catch that second wind. And that's what you hear people talking about. You catch a second wind, and then you go. So that has proven very true for me, and I believe it'll prove true for you as well. So don't give up when you hit the wall. Third tip is to strategize your run. So depending on what kind of runner you are, what kind of mindset you have, what kind of course you have, you want to approach each stage with a different mindset. For example, I think I'm quite a mentally strong person, so I know that I can push myself to gas up a hill no matter how tired I am. I won't stop. So that means that if I have a steep hill at the end of my run, I can give almost, I don't need to save up for it, because I can push myself all the way up to it. And then I can say to myself, okay, this is just the final hill. You're not stopping. You're gonna go get it. Okay, whereas someone else, if they know that they need to conserve some energy for that uphill, maybe you'll pace yourself a little better in the times leading up to it. Another example is if you plan on kind of slowing down in the uphill, then maybe you need to really increase your cruising speed at the flats. It's little things like that. Is don't just go in without a plan. Try to have a plan. Run, review that plan. Did that work? What worked? What didn't work? Next time you go out, try something else, and then you find out what works for you. So those are the 3 mindset and mentality type of tips that I would give. As far as physical tips for running, okay, I've got 3 as well. The first one is to do with again, training strategy, but this is kind of structuring your training as a whole as opposed to on the actual run. So what I did, even though it was only for 15 days, is I separated my runs into 3 categories. So I had my max effort runs, I had my cruisy runs, and I had my relaxing recovery runs. So max effort, okay, is no-brainer. It just means you're going at a 9 or a 10 out of 10 effort. You're trying to get a good time on your lap. But you can't go max effort every single day, okay? Because you burn out mentally, you burn out physically. So that's where the second one comes in, okay? The cruise run. That one is basically, once you're running, you should reach a pace, and that'll be different for everyone, where you feel like you can just kind of keep that pace and keep running comfortably for a long time. Okay, if you haven't got that yet, then just keep running for a little while and you're going to reach it. So that's called your comfortable cruising pace. So that's the second style of run, is you just want to get out, keep a consistent cruising pace. It's like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 effort. Yeah, you want to increase your cruising pace run, but you don't want to push yourself too hard. Okay, so that's the second style of run. The third style of run is a relaxed recovery run. So the only goal of this is to complete the distance and to make it seem effortless. And obviously, linking back to the first mental tip, is you never want to stop the running motion. Okay, so these are the 3 styles. They serve different purposes, and you want to sprinkle them in your training differently. Okay, so I would recommend most of your runs be the cruising type run. You sprinkle in the relaxing run whenever you need. So whenever you feel a bit tired, or you're running with a friend, you can just sprinkle that in there. On a day where you're feeling really good, or maybe the day earlier, the cruising run felt super easy, then the next day, go for a max effort. So that's tip number 1. Number 2, okay, this is to do with the actual running, is light feet. I watched this runner, I think, it's this guy on YouTube. He's been running every day for like 1,000 days or something. Yeah, I forgot his YouTube channel, but you'll find that if you just type running every day for 1,000 days or whatever, is something he talks about is he learned this trick where it's when he tries to run slower, he runs faster. And what he means by that is he wants to make his running effortless. So when you make your feet feel light, okay, when you kind of don't drag your feet, you want to kind of push off every step, and you recycle your feet in a circular motion, you will naturally go faster. You don't need to try to go faster. So you want to try to make your running technique effortless and light, and then the speed will come. Instead of focusing on going faster and you brute forcing it, and maybe you're just wasting heaps of energy, and that's not the way to go. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is something I learned. Man, I forgot where I learned this as well, but it's when I was doing beat tests in high school. And this is a tip I use when I feel like I'm so tired and I don't know how I'm going to reach the next level. But it's close to the end line, and I know I need to push it. And that is arm swing. So when you swing your arms, I forgot who told me this, but I've believed it and I've practiced it, is when you swing your arms, your legs will follow, right? When you sprint, boom, you're sprinting, your arms are pumping, your legs follow, your whole body's going. Okay, so when it feels like your legs are lead, they're heavy, you're in the last stretch of your race or your run, whether that be the last 100 meters, last 200 meters, last 500 meters, whatever you consider to be the distance you're going to start really pushing to the finish, bring in that arm swing. Okay, if it's the last uphill, boom, you can't do this forever because it's not sustainable and like good rhythm running technique, but for pushing yourself at the end, when you just want to focus on something, focus on just swinging the crap out of your arms, and then you're gonna get there. Alright, so that's my 3 physical tips. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this has encouraged you to go get out there and train. I managed to improve my time dramatically within 1 week, and that being said, I'm already quite an active person, but you can as well, for sure. If you just put in daily effort, even if it's every second day, I guarantee you implement some of those tricks and tips that I just talked about, you're gonna see your time improve. Whether that be a 5K run, a 3K run, 1K, 10K, whatever it is, just go out there and put in the work, and you will see results. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.